So coming up very soon here, it's going to be the Oktoberfest Cincinnati. And what are you going to be doing down there?
Speaking of dancing, was that an accident? I'm going to be dancing.
Which one? What are you going to be doing? You're going to be leading the tri-state in the chicken dance,
That's
right?
right. Yeah, we're doing the world's largest chicken dance here.
Have you been practicing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you excited? What time are you going to be down there?
I'm going to be down there. I'm getting down there at 11.
11 a.m.
We're going to get down there at 11. I'll be doing like a little meet and greet, sign some autographs, take some pictures with people that want it, and then we do the chicken dance at noon.
From our listeners, they want to know how are you feeling? The last fight that you were in, you actually broke your arm, and they want to know how's the rehab coming along and how you're feeling.
Well, I'm feeling great.
Yeah?
There's not a whole lot of rehab to a broken bone. My bone is about healed at this point in time. I'm back to like lifting, but I'm not back to training full time. So the worst part that I'm dealing with right now is the fact that my arm was stuck in this cast, and my wrist was stuck in the same position for the longest time. So I don't have like complete mobility back in my wrist yet. I can't do a push up because my wrist just doesn't bend.
What is your typical training day like? Like, what is it like if you are getting ready for a fight? What do you do in a normal day?
Oh man, if I'm getting ready for a fight, it's a lot different. Like I spend about 20 to 22 hours a week in the gym training, actually physically training, and then I'll have like when I'm getting ready for a fight, I spend time with massage therapist and then I'll do like hot tub work and all that kind of stuff. But I have 4 days a week where I do doubles. I go in the morning, I put about 2 hours in. I come back at night, I put about an hour and a half in.
So kind of like 2-a-days when it comes to football.
Exactly.
Very similar.
And then I have 2 days a week where I do singles.
So is there any day of the week where you don't work out at all?
Sunday.
Just on Sunday? What do you do? What's your typical Sunday like?
Sunday is I get up. Well, typical Sunday, I'm just going to go with football season Sundays.
I like the way you talk, Rich Franklin.
Basically, yeah, exactly. I get up in the morning, I go to church, and I make it back from church with enough time to eat, sit down for the 1 o'clock kickoffs, watch the first quarter of a Bengals game, fall asleep for the second and third quarter, wake up
to see who
for the
wins.
fourth quarter, and then watch that, and then I'll watch the 4 o'clock.
So I was reading online too that you used to be a math teacher at Oak Hills High School. Is that true?
Yeah, I was. And the thing is that I took my first professional fight my first year of teaching.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Would you ever want to go back and be a math teacher again, ever to the high school students? That's got to be harder sometimes than maybe UFC.
Yeah.
High school kids.
It is. That's what everybody's like. I always joke around. They say, how'd you get into fighting? And I always told them, like, I was teaching. It was frustrating. I took it out on a student one day, and that MMA, mixed martial arts, was part of my anger management program.
What is your fondest memory from teaching at Oak Hills High School?
Oh man, I'll tell you. One time, I had 2 kids in my classroom get into a fight, and 2 kids that most teachers would have just sent these kids to the principal's office. They would have both gotten 10 days suspension. They would have went to the dean or whatever. 10-day suspension. It would have been standard for each of them. And so they were 2 good kids. They got into a fight in my classroom, and basically we were playing this review game for a test, and something happened, and so there was a little misunderstanding, and they ended up getting into this little argument. And basically, I kind of looked at him like, "You're going to get into a fight in my class?" Like, really?
Yeah. Do you know who I am?
Yeah. So I told him I gave them a detention. I said, "I'll see you guys after school today," and they show up for the detention, and I had their office referral forms filled out, and because you can't make kids do things that's against their wishes, really. And so I gave them a deal, and I said, you can either take these down to the office, and we'll just file for your 10-day suspension, or you can serve your detention here. And the terms of the detention are you guys have to write an apology letter holding hands, and then you're going to have to come into class tomorrow and read the apology letter holding hands. And it was beautiful.
That's pretty clever.
Beautiful because one of them was left-handed and the other one was right. So they could actually write the apology. They each had to write their own. They could each write while holding hands.
At the same time?
So we, while they were doing that during detention, we took pictures, myself and a couple students, and we ended up hanging them on the bulletin board.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for stopping by today, and we're very excited to see you down at the Oktoberfest Cincinnati.
You're going to be down there dancing?
Yes, I will. Right before the Bengals game, you'll see me. Although I'm a little weird when it comes to the chicken dance. I don't do the second part right, the wing part. I go like this, and you're supposed to put your hands in your
What
armpits.
is that?
I don't know.
I've never.
Something I learned a long time
You need
ago
to
that
go and
obviously wasn't right.
Yeah.
I'll show them again. Instead of going like this, I go like this. I don't know. That's why they never asked me to do the dance.